Hello everyone, my name is Caden and welcome back to more The 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Last time... we began to the route that feels like it's going to be the most important route yet, which is the route that I only know of as called SF. Which seems like a route where it's going to be a culmination of a bunch of other routes. Maybe we're going to finally be able to find a way to save everybody. But, yeah. Let me make sure that this save file is what I think it is. I'm just going to select this save file. I know it's probably just going to be the same thing, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Alright. Well, here goes that we're going to be time leaping, so we're going to be going to the, to one of the routes where we can try and cure another Takumi. So, for now, we'll just go ahead and rest in bed. Because we don't need free time anymore. I need no more free time. I need only to know the story. Day turns to night. Taking care not to be spotted, Hiroko and I snuck out of the school. We made our way along the road that led to the old lab. Along the way, Hiroko began speaking.
Oh?
I discovered the parallel leap machine on my 37th loop.
Uh-huh.
I decided to investigate every corner of this old town and inhabit upon it by chance. Over the next few loops, I'd go back when my memories returned and try to learn more about it. By the 49th loop, I more or less knew what it could do and how to operate it. So we still don't know who made it or why it's here. Why were you so determined to figure it out, though?
Oh?
You probably won't believe me. Don't laugh, alright? Okay. I heard a voice while I was sleeping. It said, "That machine will be your salvation." Seriously? You said you wouldn't laugh. Sorry, it's just, you must have been hearing things, right? She ignored me and carried on walking. Followed after her out of safe distance, feeling like I'd just poked a hornet's nest. I still can't help wondering what that machine is doing here in the first place.
Oh?
Someone here must have been researching parallel universes. Somebody? Who? Researchers, probably. What researchers? How am I supposed to know? Let's just be grateful we have access to such a useful resource. Come on. Like the last time, Hiroko and I dispelled our class armor once we got inside the lab.
Huh?
We can't wear leap suits and class armor at the same time, right? We went over this before. The leap suits repel our hemoanima. I know, but why do they have that function?
Oh?
Leaping is achieved using cryptoglobin, or rather using its energy waves. The infinite parallel universes out there exist in a space filled with cryptoglobin energy. It surges in constant waves and unpredictable patterns. To leap, we have to harness those waves. It's almost like surfing. We ride the waves in that space to get to our destination. Doing that without protection puts a lot of strain on the body. Yeah, I know. I've experienced it myself.
You got off easy.
Yeah.
Serious leap damage can affect the brain and rob you of your memories and your ability to reason.
So what you're saying is it's a miracle I'm even alive.
Hey, I'm tougher than I look.
Please take this seriously.
No.
If you parallel leap 2, maybe 3 more times with exposed skin, your body will eject all of its cryptoglobin.
Oh!
That means no more revivals. You'll die, and you'll stay dead.
Until the next time loop. My point is, to avoid leap damage, you have to avoid touching that cryptoglobin energy directly. So that's why the leap suits cover our whole bodies and push it away from us. That's right. Thanks for clearing that up. I have another question, though. You said we're going to change history tonight. What exactly is that going to involve? The same thing as when I went to the Hunt Mystery Timeline on day 5, erasing the Gida from that Takumi's brain. Well, that only will work in one of the two, because we know, based on what we know, only one timeline is going to be saved. Or wait, is it? That's only going to save the mystery timeline, isn't it? No, wait, it will save both, technically. Because that's not... Yeah, wait, I was wrong. Wait, I don't know anymore. I've got everything we need right here on the Thunder Drive. That's the thing Siri gave you, right? The Cerebral Glitch Repair Program? Yes, the only difference is this time we'll be treating the killer zombie version of you Let's call him Takumi 2 to make things easier. At this rate, Takumi 2 is going to become a killer. We're going to treat him before he can commit his first murder. But that's not all. We've got something else we need to do in that timeline. What's that?
Oh.
In the version of history I know, Takumi actually kills somebody tonight. Who's that? Hiroko 2. In other words, me. What? We have to prevent that murder before we move on to treat him. Hang on. Do. Are you saying that our action is going to be what changes, I think what the implication here is that this is what's going to create the maybe create the comedy route, maybe? I'm not sure at this point, to be honest with you. Hold on a minute. I don't remember any timeline like that. I don't know what to tell you. I'm the one who got killed. I remember it very clearly. Tonight, around 11 p.m., I'll be killed by Takumi 2 in the biolab. Yeah, that's the slasher and comedy route split.
Oh.
You probably just haven't recovered these memories yet. Is that why? I guess I did repress a lot of memories of that time. Hey, Hiroko, what time is it now? She tapped her glasses near the temple before replying. 9:18 p.m. How do you know? My glasses have a clock function built into them. The lenses can function as a transparent heads-up display to show me the time whenever I touch them just here.
Oh.
It'll be a problem if you can't keep track of the time. Here, you can have this. Your device? I have another of my own. Just switch it on and it'll display the time. Take it. Hiroko passed me the little machine. I slipped it into my pocket. You said 9:18 p.m.
Oh.
9:19 p.m. now. Then we better hurry. Leaving takes you to the same point in time, right? We can't go forward or back? That's true, but we can't go yet. Why?
Oh.
Remember what I told you about riding the waves to alternate timelines? They're from a space filled with cryptoglobin energy, so let's call them blood space waves. Anyway, we can only leap when they're at their highest intensity. That's why I likened it to surfing. Sometimes you have to wait for a big enough wave to come along, so you can only teleport at certain times. And judging by everything we've seen from the multiple routes, the only time that that's allowed is at night. But when is that going to be? Take a look at the device I gave you. I took the thing out of my pocket and turned it on. It displayed some kind of diagram of the waves, along with 2 times. Between 10:20 and 1:15 a.m. tonight? Yes, we'll only be able to leap during that time. But you said Takumi 2 kills Hiroko 2 at 11 p.m. So even if we leap as soon as that window opens, we'll only have 40 minutes. That's right, 40 minutes to get it all done. But it takes over half an hour just to get back to school from here. Would you prefer to call a taxi? I know it won't be easy, but we still have to try. Fair enough. While we waited for the blood space waves, Hiroko showed me how to use the machine. Wow, it's a lot more simple than I thought. Everything sounds simple when it's explained to you. I had to put in a lot of work to figure all this out. It was 10:19 p.m., just 1 minute till we could jump. We'd already changed into the leap suits and adjusted the machine settings. Let's go over everything one last time. What timeline are we leaping to? Killer zombie. And what's our objective? To remove the Gi data from Takumi 2's brain and prevent Hiroko 2's murder. Good. It's time. Let's get started. So I've got a question. What happens if we meet ourselves from another timeline? Like, what if Takumi 2 met Takumi 1? Would we create, like, a time paradox? Actually, no. We actually already know the answer to this question. Nothing would happen. You want to know why we know the answer to that? Because the serial fighting route. The serial battle route. The 2 Vestiges have met each other, and they didn't do anything. There's nothing special about them. So, I guess there's no problem if the characters suddenly, like... There's not really any problem if a person meets himself in another timeline. If the 2 Vestiges could exist together, then surely anybody else could exist together. I had the red button on the control console, and we both stepped onto the platform. Okay, let's do this. I'm free! Oh boy.
Huh?
Did we do it? Did we leap?
No.
Don't just stand there. We need to get going. Hiroko was already on her way outside. I grabbed a fire extinguisher and hurried after her. Shouldn't we take off our leap suits first? I can't remember which loop it was, but I tried doing this in my regular clothes once. It didn't end well. There's 2 Hirokos. This one's a fake. It must be a shape-shifting commander. They captured me and shut me up in the cage in the courtyard from then to day 100. If you want to do this, if you want the same thing to happen to you, I won't stop you.
No.
Now pick up the pace. We don't know. You know we don't have a lot of time left. Oh boy. Decided to ask about something. Can you tell me more about what happened between Hiroko 2 and Takumi 2? It all started around this time, actually. I couldn't sleep, so I decided to take a walk around the school. That's when Takumi 2 attacked me. The gi in his brain must have finally taken over. He chased me into the biolab. He was far stronger than he had any right to be. A gi can draw out superhuman reserves of strength from its host, after all. He slammed my head on the operating table, and while I was still dazed from that, well, you get the idea. I never had a chance to fight back. We'd almost reached the academy. I could see the wall fire up ahead. So... let me check something. The killer zombie. I see. Now I get it. So what? So this is what I see. I get it. I get it. So basically, this is the serial killer / zombie route. It'd be more accurate to say that the serial killer and slasher zombie parts split here. But what ends up happening is that by saving... Okay, I see. The slasher is a result of us failing, I'm assuming. If we fail to inject this if we fail to inject this Takumi with the data with the stuff to get rid of the gi data, that's what creates the slasher route. But if we are able to successfully do it, it creates the comedy route. You can see the wall fire up ahead. Suddenly Hero stopped and picked something up off the ground. Is that a power saw? We'll be needing this. What for? Takumi 2 locked the biolab door behind him when he attacked me. We'll have to break it down to get to him. This is the fastest way to do that. I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this. Hold on. I've seen that power saw kill our friends in this timeline. By taking that into school, you're putting them all in danger. That won't happen. We're going to cure Takumi 2 after all. But what if we mess it up? We won't. How can you be so sure? Enough talk. You're my servant, aren't you? You said you'd do anything to help, didn't you? I guess, but... Then don't talk back. Just do as you're told. Fine. Hiroko took off toward this wall, power saw in hand, followed a few steps behind, trying to keep down the panic rising in my chest. Before long, we arrived at school. I checked the time. It was displayed in the corner of the little window in front of my helmet. 10:56 p.m. We've only got 4 minutes. We have to hurry. Run, run, run! The biolab! It was all I could do to keep up with her. Soon enough, we reached the 2nd floor. I found myself outside the door of the biolab. Hiroko had gone there before me, of course. I saw 2 of them run in here just now. Hiroko went in first, then Takumi 2 chased after her. He was carrying a kitchen knife, just like I remember. In that case. That's right. The door's locked. Damn it. Pulled on the door myself just in case, but it wouldn't budge. Then I heard a noise from inside the room. Damn it! Hurry! That was probably Hiroko 2 getting thrown around. This is bad. We're almost out of time. Stand back. Grab the power saw. Come on! terrible splintering sound as the door yielded to the relentless rotating metal blades. Come on! Following Hiriko's lead, I stepped into the biolab, but I was not ready for what was waiting for me inside. A psychotic Takumi. It took me a moment to process what had happened. Hiriko had gone in first, but now she was crumpled up in a corner. A blow from Takumi 2 must have sent her flying. Shit. From the sound of that groan, she was going to be out of action for a little while. Now on the other side of the operating table was Hiriko 2. She was also on the floor, and looked pretty out of it too. Both the Hirokos were down for the count. Obviously, only one person could be responsible for this. Takumi 2. This timeline's version of me. Our eyes met, and I froze up. I wasn't used to looking at my own body from the outside. It was such a surreal experience. I just stood there, forgetting how to breathe. But it wasn't long until time started to flow again, and I was dragged back to reality. Takumi 2 raised his kitchen knife and dashed toward me. Get out of there! Hiriko said the leap suit's repel human anima, but that wasn't a class weapon he was holding. It was more than capable of tearing through the suit and hurting me. He swung wildly, but I did my best to dodge his blows. Obviously, I wasn't about to let myself get killed, especially not by my own doppelganger. But I couldn't keep dodging forever. He was sure to hit me sooner or later. I needed a weapon, something I could use to fight back. Right as that thought crossed my mind, my foot brushed up against something. I glanced down. It was the power saw. Hiriko must have dropped it when she got knocked over. And it was still running. I ducked down, grabbed it, and swung it to the side. Come on! The blade connected with the other me's knife and sent it flying. That didn't stop him, though. He grabbed at my arm, trying to take the power saw from me. I wasn't about to go down without a fight. I wrenched it away and kicked him in the stomach. Back off! He slammed against the wall and fell to the floor, his face contorted in pain. I must have hit him pretty hard. He won't be getting up anytime soon. I took advantage of the lull in the fight to go and check on Hiriko too. She didn't seem to have any visible injuries, but I had to make sure she was okay. No! Don't! With all that strafing around I've been doing, not to mention the run over here, I wasn't exactly feeling at my best. I fought through the fatigue and lumbered over to this timeline's Hiriko. But just as I was about to reach her... The real Takumi! Yep! Something slammed into me hard from behind. I staggered a few steps, suddenly off balance. Run! Takumi 2 saw his opportunity and took it. That's not the gi data in him anymore, though. As the two of us grappled, we found ourselves near the window. And then... Shit! Yep, now we're on the opposite side of this. Next thing I knew, I was in the air, with Takumi 2 still clinging to me. He must have tackled me with so much force that it sent us right through the window. Shards of glass were all around us, sparkling in the night air. For one weird disconnected moment, it actually looked kind of beautiful. But then the laws of physics kicked in and we were falling, rocketing toward the ground faster than either of us could deal with. My leap suit must have provided some protection, because falling from the second floor didn't hurt nearly as much as it should have. I saw the power saw lying to my side, and grabbed it and got to my feet, looking around for Takumi 2. He was standing nearby, maybe 30 feet away. It looked like he'd just gotten to his feet. He was still swaying unsteadily. While I prevented Hiriko 2's murder, that just left one thing still to do in this timeline. We had to treat Takumi 2. I couldn't let him get away now. I tightened my grip on the power saw and ran toward him. My double saw me coming and ran. Oh no. I stayed on his tail and eventually cornered him right in front of the wall of fire. No! What is this going to end up as? I raised my power saw and revved it. In the light of the undying flames, the blade glinted ominously. I wasn't going to kill Takumi 2, obviously. I didn't even want to hurt him. He may be from an alternate reality, but he was still me after all. So what was I going to do, just threaten him? If he thought I was out to kill him, maybe he'd come quietly. I decided to go with that and hefted the power saw again. Wait. Something about this doesn't seem right. Haven't I seen this happen before? Yeah, remember! I couldn't have been distracted for more than 2 seconds, but that was all he needed. Not good! Run! As the top of it over, everything seemed to slow down. And I found myself thinking, I should have seen this coming. Then my downward movement came to an abrupt stop. Run! I felt my head slam against the cold, hard ground. Even with my helmet on, it was a real shock to the system. I was majorly disoriented. I could barely string two coherent thoughts together, let alone come up with a plan to fight back. Though, through instinct more than anything else, I managed to stagger back to my feet. My thoughts were still hazy, but one thing was abundantly clear. I didn't have the power saw anymore, so it must be... Now it's my turn! Run! Fear took over and I ran back toward the school as fast as I could.
You won't get away!
Yes, I will! I know how this plays out! The tables had turned. Now Takumi 2 was after me. Fortunately, he wasn't moving very fast, probably because he was weighed down by the power saw. My vision was back to normal now, but the haze around my thoughts was still there. I felt like I was forgetting something important, but I couldn't think about what. Before I could figure it out, Takumi 2 made his move. Move, move! He discarded the power saw, tossing it aside into the bushes. Now that he'd lined his load, he was a lot faster than before, and gaining on me fast. He and I were the same person, of course, so our running speed should have been the same. Except I had a big clunky leap suit slowing me down. It's only a matter of time before he catches me. I need to find somewhere I can ditch the suit. Right as the thought crossed my mind, the outline of the school came into view up ahead. I put on a burst of speed, running for the school with all my might. Move, move, move! I scrambled into the hallway and up the stairs. My feet were barely even touching the ground as I fled along the second floor. Finally, I tumbled into the bathroom. I held my breath and listened hard. I could hear footsteps in the hall outside. They got closer, then passed by it, and gradually faded away. Phew. I let out a sigh and leaned it back against the wall. My head was swimming. I just stood there and spaced out for a while. So what am I supposed to do now? I still have to get that guy under control somehow. Maybe I can hide and try and get the jump on him? The suit's so hard to move around in, though. I won't be doing anything stealthy in this. It'll be easy for him to turn the tables on me if anything goes wrong, too. The solution to that was obvious enough. Forget the suit. I took off the leap suit. Looking around, I found a supply closet and stowed it in there. Okay, better get going. We need to fix this quick, before our window to leap back closes. My first move would be to find Hiroko. She's probably still in the biolab. I walked toward the bathroom door, but just as I was about to open it... Jump out the window! Could they have hidden in the bathroom? Guess I better check. Darn it! Why'd they have to pick now to think about looking in the pier? I looked around for escape. There was no point hiding in one of the stalls. I'd get found out right away. In that case, there's only one way out. Ran to the window and opened it. I'm out of here! I jumped out with all the energy I could muster, but something went wrong. Maybe it was the fatigue setting in, but I couldn't control my posture like I wanted to. I fell. Flat on my back, my head hitting the ground with a sickening crunch. I'd really done it this time. My consciousness was leaving me like smoke blown away in a strong breeze. Right before it all went dark, I was aware of footsteps nearby, and somebody saying something.
Takumi, are you okay? Hold on. Stay with me.
That was where my memory cut out for the day. The next thing I knew, my mind melted away into confusion and chaos. Day 17.
Get ready for your 17th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
The final 17th.
Prepare. Be ready to...
Shut up, Egg. This is a familiar sight.
Where am I?
Can't you tell? It's your room. In the SF timeline, that is.
Oh! What's SF mean? Please tell me.
SF?
Steady Fundamental.
Oh.
It's the one we started off in.
Steady Fundamental? So it basically just means original?
Did you have to carry me here again?
Yes. You need to start taking better care of yourself. I'm not your mother, you know.
I'm not so sure about that at this rate.
I don't understand.
It's like when a child falls asleep in front of the TV, and their mother picks them up and puts them to bed. I've basically done the same for you. Several times now.
Thank you, Hiroko. When you put it like that, I did feel kind of guilty. I shifted uncomfortably and sat up in bed. What happened after I blackened out?
Oh?
Don't worry about it. We fulfilled both our goals. You managed to get that other Takumi. Right. I figured we'd save Hiroko too, but what about the other one?
Oh.
We don't need to worry about Takumi 2's parasite problem. I actually had 2 thumb drives. Nico gave me an extra one as a spare. I gave it to Hiroko too. I revealed myself to her and explained everything. Did she already know about the time loop and parallel leaping? No, not every me in every timeline has the same memories. She'd only recovered a few fragments so far. It must have been hard for her to wrap her head around. She managed just fine. I should know. She is a past version of me, after all. I know her history very well. I even remember what happened next from when I was her. As Hiroko 2, I injected Takumi 2 with an anesthetic and used the repair program to treat him. A program I got from a thumb drive given to me by me, Hiroko 1. Well, that's unfortunate. You might be wondering why I'm saying that. Because we know the truth of what happens here. I just now remembered what happened back in the slasher route. The thing is, it is true that that's what Hiroko does. It's true that Hiroko ends up, whatchamacallit. It's true that Hiroko manages to inject Takumi with the thing that she was given. I remember now Hiroko saying that at the end of the slasher route. That being said... that being said... It doesn't work. That Hiroko is still screwed. I remember now, I think, that it doesn't work, doesn't it? That was all well and good, but she hadn't seen it for herself this time. That made me uneasy. I took out the device Hiroko had given me. When's the next time this blood space wave surge? Think of leaping back to the killer zombie to check on it. Don't you believe me? It's not like that. Either way, we won't be leaping anytime soon. Look at the screen. 1 to 5 p.m. on day 20? Right, we won't be able to leap again until then. That's 3 days from now. So we're staying put here for 3 days. That's just how it works. Do these surges have any kind of pattern? Unfortunately not. Everything from their variation to their wavelength to their regularity is completely random. The same goes for the periods when they surge and how long they last. We never really know what we're dealing with until they arrive. We're lucky these devices even allow us to predict the next surge. For now, you'll just have to trust me. So Takumi 2 is really fine now, and we don't have to worry about him anymore. That's right. I don't believe that for a second. Well, I mean, we don't have to worry about him, but I don't think the other timelines... Oh well. After breakfast, I went back to the roof to think. Our next sleep is on day 20, and the next battle is on the night of day 21. That gives me some downtime before then, but I still have to use it productively. I decided to go back to my room and then take a walk around school, see what everyone else is doing. Free time! Free time! I wonder what everyone has to say. Well, Nozomi I can't really talk to. What about the strange room? Ito! Looking as ugly as always. My beautiful, disgusting friend. I know I could use this time to bond. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Fine. I did say before that I might end up doing an episode, so why not I just kill some time with it? Why not? Alright, we'll get more Bond events. First, we're going to be figuring out more animal ornaments. Calico cat figure. Here to go.
For me?
Rank up.
All of you fought the invaders for the first time at this school. I, on the other hand, had been fighting them at the Tokyo residential complex before this.
Now knowing what we do, I think this is also a lie.
They sometimes showed up at the complex. I would disguise myself when I fought them so as not to cause a commotion.
Knowing what we know now, I get the feeling this might be a lie that she's saying and that she's fought them 1,000,000 times already. Through hundreds of loops.
I simply put on a mask that had been lying around in my room. People thought that I was some kind of mysterious villain. But since my face was concealed, I could exterminate the invaders with a smile on my face.
How pleasant.
Recently, the neighborhood kids even began cheering me on when they saw me fighting.
Okay, maybe you did fight. I don't know.
What a bother. I can only hope they don't see me as some kind of hero.
Or at the very least, you probably have memories implanted in you. Stronger bonder. We still have 10 routes to go. So close to the end at this point. Horror accessories. Dark glasses for Ato.
You truly understand me, Takumi. You've turned my hate into love.
Good. Bond up. Oh, I can't wait.
I'm so happy I can talk to you like this, Takumi.
I'm not.
What shall we talk about? Someone important to me? Well, no one human, that's for sure.
Do you like animals?
I'm so sickened by those who get close to me that I end up killing them. That's what happened to my parents, and so-called friends who tried to be nice to me.
Do you at least like animals?
I covered my tracks very well, of course. In fact, people saw me as a tragic victim.
What about animals?
Ah,
Maybe a therapy
sorry.
pet would help you out.
I can't stand looking at your ugly mug and breathing in your odious scent any longer. Let's stop here for today, shall we?
Sure. What are your opinion on pets? Answer me!
Well then.
Shut up, Egg. Hiriko said the killer zombie Takumi 2 was fixed now, so where is she going to leap on day 20? I had other questions for her too, but they could wait until tomorrow. We might be able to guess, actually. Let me check something. Day 20. What happens on day 20 in some routes? Second scenario. The Veshness route? No. Retsnam? Doubt. Don't think so. Slasher route? Probably not. Comedy route? Wait, I have an idea. Wait a minute. Could it be? Nope. I don't know. They could wait till tomorrow. Right now, all I want to do is go to bed. I still don't think Veshness is dead, by the way.
Get ready for your 18th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy!
The final 18th.
Prepare to be ready to...
Shut up, Egg. As usual, everyone wandered off to do their own thing. At some point, I lost track of Hiriko. Maybe I'll wait till tonight to speak to her. Rec room. Ato wants handy items. You have a bookmark already? No? I'm giving you a bookmark. I feel like this is not gonna work, but this is gonna be funny.
This is quite...
I love screwing with Ato. Here, have a bookmark, you idiot.
You truly understand...
Why did you ask me to come all the way out here? Sorry, I want to make sure we wouldn't be interrupted.
Oh.
But I didn't even bring my riding crop. I didn't call you so you could give me a secret spanking. Did you want me to step on you then? No, not that either. So what do you want? It's about leaping. I was worried someone might overhear us if we talked in our rooms.
Huh.
Like how you ended up following me and poking your nose where it doesn't belong. I nodded. What did you want to ask? First of all, the blood space waves are going to be surging on day 20. What timeline are we going to jump to? You really want to know? Yeah.
Oh.
Can I drip molten candle wax on your cowlick? What? What am I supposed to do with this information?
Hey!
Why would you want to do that?
Oh.
I want to see what it looks like slick down. Why?
Oh.
I'm actually still thinking about which timeline to visit that next. I'll let you know when I come to a decision. Okay, that's all you have to say? News location.
Huh?
2 days ago, you said the parallel leap machine was made by some kind of researcher, right?
Ugh.
I don't know that for sure. It's just speculation. That's fine. Let's assume it's true. But which side were these researchers on? Were they human or invader? There's really no way to tell. From the look of the lab building, it doesn't seem to have any government or military connections. Perhaps they were part of a smaller organization, or built in secret as part of some private endeavor. I mean, think about it.
Oh.
No matter who built it, that machine could provide a huge advantage to the war effort. So the fact that no one's used it means neither side knows it exists. That's a fair assumption, yeah.
Huh.
That's what I think anyway. To be fair, it only really started getting used for the war effort when Veshness noticed it in the serial battles route. Once Veshness noticed it, she used it to bring commanders from a bunch of different timelines over to this one, or over to the serial battles route in order to have infinitely strong battles. Neither Veshness nor Siri or Nico have ever mentioned parallel leaping either. Not ever. No, not any timeline I've seen in any of my 146 loops. So who made this then? We moved again. New location, new question. So about our most recent leap. Our objective was to change history by saving Hideko 2 and stopping Takumi 2 from becoming a serial killer. Did we really achieve that though? Of course, Hideko 2 is still alive and Takumi 2 was successfully treated. What are you so worried about? It's just... Isn't there a timeline out there where we didn't succeed? Naturally, there are infinite possibilities out there in the blood space realm. But if that's the case, is it even accurate to say we changed history? Isn't it more like we create a new timeline? Kind of like laying down new train rails to replace old ones.
Oh.
Yes, but what of it? I'm just wondering if there's any point in it. The old rails still exist, so have we really fixed anything? Trust me, there's definitely a point. Why? Let's say there's a train that is destined to constantly run through a fiery hellscape. The passengers inside would be forced to endure constant pain and suffering. Now imagine we lay down a new set of rails branching off from that line. One version of the train now gets to enjoy a safe, comfortable journey. Of course, one of them is still destined to burn in hellfire. There's no changing that. But it's better than if we never added that second line at all. At least this gives the passengers a 1 in 2 chance at happiness. I think I get what she means, but still... I'm still having trouble coming to terms with this. What's the problem? Are we even laying down new rails at all?
Oh.
What do you mean? When we leapt 2 days ago, things played out in the killer zombie timeline exactly like I remembered from when I was Takumi 2. The only difference was I was seeing them from the steady fundamental perspective as Takumi 1. The person who attacked me with the power saw all when I was Takumi 2. It was actually me, Takumi 1. It took me a while to notice what was happening, and I still don't understand. Without even meaning it to, I ended up making history repeat itself. Almost like I was on rails, going along with a predetermined route. It makes me feel like destiny is controlling us or something. And I got to thinking, what if history refuses to change? What if our actions don't create new timelines at all? I already told you, Hideko 2 is alive and Takumi 2 has been treated. That's something that wouldn't have happened without our intervention. We definitely created a new timeline. But the fact that history seemed to repeat itself for you is probably just leap damage. Remember what I told you? Leap damage can affect your memories and your ability to reason if it reaches your brain. Obviously, I hadn't made my point clearly enough. I had a feeling that loss of reasoning was also something that happened because it was part of a predetermined history. Like we couldn't escape it no matter what we did. Hideko and I finished talking and went back to the roof.
Oh.
You look like you're still having doubts. I'm telling you, it's nothing to worry about. No. Because again, I remember now. It's true. It doesn't matter if Takumi, in the serial killer route, it doesn't matter if Takumi gets injected. If Takumi 2 gets injected. They still manage to be possessed by the Gi data. I don't remember the specifics of why, but... they still manage to get possessed. But why? Everything's always playing out the same way over and over again. We're creating new timelines, and it's changing things for the better. If we weren't, there'd be no point in anything we do here in this timeline.
Oh.
And don't forget your promise. I'll build us a future where we can all be happy. That's what you said.
Oh.
Does that help? Are you going to sleep better tonight? I don't know. I'll go get you some medicine to help you sleep. Take it, go to bed, and forget all about these groundless worries, understand? She left before I could respond as usual. After that, I took the sleeping medicine that Hiroko brought me and sank into a deep, dreamless sleep. No, I agree with Takumi that something ain't right. I don't feel like anything's been solved yet. It only seems like it's been solved. But nothing's changed. I jolted awake suddenly. Judging by the sky outside, it was already nighttime. I practically slept the whole day away. Sleeping medicine had done its job at any rate. That's some strong stuff. Weirdly, my face really hurt now. I had no idea what could have caused that. Rubbing my sore cheeks, I looked at the clock. It was 7:15 p.m. At this time of day, there might still be people in the cafeteria having dinner. Okay, I'll go check it out. It's everybody. What? Hey there, Sumino. You're finally awake, huh? Alright. Man, I still can't stop thinking about what we just saw. That was awesome.
I know, right? So much fun.
Huh? What are you guys talking about?
Nego's hidden talent, man. It was some next level shit.
Oh, I forgot. That happened so long ago. What is Nigo's hidden talent?
Very nice of you to say so.
Alright, this is day 19. I always seem to miss it no matter what time I'm in.
It was a wonderful performance. Indeed, it was truly high-class entertainment.
I was so inspired I practically ascended to a higher plane of consciousness. Isn't that right, Sister Dearest?
Those 6 hours went by in a flash. We did try waking you up, Takumi. But no matter how hard I slapped you, it never did any good.
So that's why my cheeks hurt. Well, that's too bad for you.
Nigo, could you do it one more time for Takumi? I'm sorry, but each of my shows is absolutely unique. No recordings, no repeats, no exceptions.
I looked over at Kiriko. Her eyes met and she joined the conversation.
Oh.
You missed out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Apparently I was the only one who missed it this time too. This was so unfair. I gritted my teeth and glared daggers at Kiriko. I hate you. She just laughed. She was enjoying this. All at once, her offering to help me sleep made a whole lot more sense. You are a jackass. I hate you. Anyways, I ran to the war room as fast as I could where Siri and Nigo were waiting for me. I turned to Nigo and made sincere, heartfelt entreaty. Please, just this once. I don't need the full 6-hour show. Just 5 minutes will be enough.
Sorry, old boy, but like I said, I never repeat a
Can't you make an exception? Give it up, Sumino. Oh, come on. You two always do whatever Hiroko says.
Oh, I'm afraid I did follow.
The cerebral glitch repair program. You gave that to her when she asked for it, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, Shizuhara said she really needed it. And that was enough for you to hand it over.
Hey.
Nah, of course not.
Uh-huh.
All this was on day 4, right? Shizuhara came to us and told us about the time loop.
She even told us top secret intel only Nigo and I should know about. That's what convinced me she was telling the truth. And that's when she made us an offer we couldn't refuse.
Huh?
I know which days the enemy attacks will happen. I'll share this information with you, but you have to do as I say in return.
So that's why they're so willing to help Hiroko.
I mean, who's gonna turn down a deal like that? Her ultimate goal is for all of you to survive through to day 100. In other words, she wants to win the war just like we do. Her interests and ours match up. So it only seemed natural that we agree to work together. Hence, why I gave her the thumb drive.
Why do you have something like that? Do you feel the same, Nigo?
You mean, is that why I comply with Miss Shizuhara's request?
No.
Not exactly. It's more that I feel indebted to her. She went to the trouble of forcing me away from the second last Defense Academy on day 6 after all. If I'd stayed there, I'd surely be a pile of lifeless scrap by now. I'd have been obliged to self-destruct at some point, and, well, I'm just so grateful that I didn't have to come to that.
I didn't give up. I begged Nigo to show me, but my pleas fell on deaf ears. Just show me what this stupid act is! Returned to my room and got into bed. Despite not doing very much during the day, I fell asleep pretty easily. That night I had a dream about Nigo juggling flaming torches while playing the theremin. The hell's a theremin? I'm looking this up. What's a theremin? Google theremin.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine!
It's an electrical instrument played without physical contact. What is this doohickey?
Get ready for your 20th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
The last 20th.
Prepare, be ready to...
Shut up, Egg. After breakfast, I went in for Hiroko. Found her on the roof. You got a minute? You wanna know about today's sleep, I assume? We go starting from 1 p.m., right? There's still plenty of time to train in the meantime. Don't forget, we have a battle coming up tomorrow night.
Huh?
Have you decided where we're going? Yes, to the Retsnam timeline. Oh my god, we're going to Retsnam? Why are we going to Retsnam? Retsnam? I suppose you don't know about that one. I know all about it. Or you just haven't remembered it yet. In that timeline, you and Darmy are raising a strange creature called Retsnam. Okay, but why are we leaving there? To find someone. Specifically, a mysterious old man. Oh, you want him? For some reason, he only appears in certain timelines. We won't find him here in the Steady Fundamental branch, no matter how hard we look. But he's there in the Retsnam timeline? Now that I think about it, yeah. That old man only appears in 2 timelines, if I remember correctly. They appear in the boxes routes? Or like I think it was the Box of Blessings route. I think he only appears in the Box of Blessings route. And he only appeared in Retsnam. Otherwise, the guy is missing. Why is he only available in certain timelines? I think so. I met him there once before. I was exploring the ruins and found him standing outside a cave. Then he said something. It looks to me like you're caught in a cursed cycle. I can only vaguely remember, but that phrase sounded familiar to me too. I hadn't recovered my memories at that point, so I didn't recognize the significance of what he'd said. But I do now. When he spoke about a cursed cycle, he was referring to the time loop. So why does the old man know about the time loop? So whoever this guy is, he knows about the loop. Yes, and there's a chance he also knows how to leave it. I gulped. With that in mind, we're leaving to that timeline this afternoon. But, no buts. Just be a good servant and do as you're told. Do I make myself clear? Okay. Retsnam, huh? Nope, still doesn't ring any bells. But if this strange old man could tell us how to escape the loop, that would be a big step forward. My heart beat faster just at the thought of it. I'd have to wait until the afternoon for the main event. I still had the first part of the day free. The Retsnam timeline. Will we get to see Retsnam again? Will I get to see my baby child, Eldritch Horror? My son? Will I be able to see my son? Knowledge ornaments. Maybe the landscape picture? I don't know. Honestly, neither of these feel like something that Ada would like.
You truly
Okay. That works. Oh, hey. 12:59 p.m. We set up the machine and had our leap suits on ready. Now we just had to wait. When it was almost time, Hiroko spoke up suddenly. Let's do a recap before we leave, like last time. Which timeline are we leaping to? The Retsnam timeline. And what's our objective? To find the old man and ask him about the curse cycle. Good. I'm glad you have a grasp on the basics. The moment she finished speaking, I saw the time change to 1 p.m. in the corner of my eye. Want to get going? Alright. To Retsnam!
No.
Let's do this. Away! So this is the Retsnam timeline. Everything looks just the same to me. So at this point in the Retsnam timeline, what has happened? I don't even know, really, what's happened at this point in the Retsnam timeline. Retsnam. Oh, we're probably gonna end up meeting... This is when Darmi and Takumi meet the old man for the first time, and he tells him, like, hey, prove yourself by killing Adamaku. Yeah, because this over here is when we release Retsnon. Were you expecting to see dinosaurs walking around or something? It's my third time leaping to a parallel universe, but it still doesn't feel real. In a broad sense, the alternate timelines aren't that different from our own. By the way, about our leap suits. We're keeping them on. You never know when we might run into someone unexpectedly. Did we see them? I'm trying to remember. Did we actually see the leap suit people in the Retsnon route? I don't remember. It was so long ago, it feels like. I thought you remember what happened in this timeline. Do you remember what you had for dinner 3 nights ago? I can't remember half the routes, I feel, at this rate. I've been doing this for at least 146 loops. I can't remember every detail from every timeline. Huh. Never thought of it like that. So where do we find the old man we're looking for? Like I said, I found him outside a cave the first time. I don't know if he'll be there now, but it's worth a try. Okay, let's go check it out. I don't see any caves around here. How much farther is it? What, do you have a problem with walking? No, I was just wait, no! I do remember! Then stop flapping your gums and start moving your feet. Or curl up in a ball like an armadillo and I'll kick you all the way there. Pardon me for breathing. Dizzy said, the part about staying quiet and walking, that is. Made her way, but just as I was about to turn a corner... Run! Run! Strangled cry escaped my mouth. I tried to smother it, but it was too late. There was really only one thing I could think about now. Getting away from here is fast. I looked at Yurko and saw her helmet moving up and down. A nod. That was our signal. Run!
Hey, wait!
No!
Heck are you guys?
I just remembered that you guys are here.
We did everything we could to get away, turning corners, ducking down side streets, and cutting through abandoned houses. After running around like that for a while, it finally seemed safe again. There was no sign of our pursuers, so we stopped to catch our breath. Who was that back there? Do you really need to ask? It was this timeline's version of Darami and you. But it's not like in the killer zombie branch. I don't remember anything like this happening before. I can think of 2 possible explanations for that. Either you have experienced it but don't remember, or you're going to experience it at some point in the future. In the future? No, that can't be right. I'm determined not to go through this loop again. This will be the last time I experience these 100 days, so there's no way I'm seeing something like that I haven't lived through yet. At least we got away from them. If they got a hold of us and taken off our suits, we would have been in real trouble. Yeah, I don't want to have to end up fighting myself again. They're probably still nearby. We should get moving before they can find us. Great! Oh, forgotten! Seriously? Thank you. I don't want to do it. We're finally here. Now, where's the old man?
No.
I thought I already explained this. I met him once before in the previous loop. There's no guarantee he'll be... Marinate! Marinate! We both were around and standing there was... It's him!
Ah, my apologies. I meant you are late. It's my age. My memory isn't what it used to be.
That doesn't seem like the kind of mistake you could chalk up to forgetfulness.
Marinating is actually the process of soaking food to soften them up. I can tell you a wonderful recipe for ginger marinated squash.
I was just about to ask him to get to the point, but Hiroko beat me to the punch. Sir, I believe you're familiar with the cursed cycle. You mentioned it to me before. Well, it wasn't really before from your perspective. My point is, I've heard you mention that phrase.
Ah, yes. Its stats look good, but once you equip it, you can't take it off.
What are you talking about? That's cursed equipment like you find in RPGs. This isn't a physical object we're talking about. It's...
The loop, yes?
Wait, are you saying that the loop is the cursed loop is a literal object? Huh?
The time loop. That's what you young people call it, isn't it?
So you do know about it. It's a physical item?
The cursed cycle is a legend passed down in this land since time immemorial.
A legend?
There once existed a race with the blood of God running through their veins, the so-called Brethren of the Blood. This was long, long ago, but who knows? There may still be some out there today. There were people created by God. These were people created by God's own will, who lived a blessed life. Until one day, evildoers from a distant land appeared, and by use of secret arts, created copies of the brethren. God was angry and visited a terrible retribution upon a number of these copies. That is what came to be known as
The cursed cycle.
Indeed, a truly dreadful punishment. A prison constructed not of brick and mortar and iron bars, but of time itself. Those within it were forced to watch history repeat itself over and over again in an endless loop. That is the cursed cycle. As for those trapped inside, not even I know what became of them. Perhaps they linger there still, never able to leave, constantly longing for the sweet release of death.
Ooh.
And they all lived happily ever after.
Nothing about that was happy. Sir, we're looking for a way to leave this loop. Can you tell us anything that might help?
There's no mention of anything like that in the legends.
There's sure some disappointment, but then...
But now that your tensions hit, now that you mention it, there was somebody researching the cursed cycle many years ago. His name was Noriru Inone. Now long dead, he was an impressive polymath in his time. He excelled in the study of both folklore and particle physics. I've heard that Professor Inone compiled the results of his research, his life's work, into a single volume. One of his goals with it was to prove the potential existence of the cursed cycle and examine its mechanics from a scientific perspective.
What's this book called?
Reflections of Imprecatory Metapsychosis.
Ooh.
I know it sounds very occult, but it's got no relation to cursed spirits or sorcerers, in case you're wondering.
But it will tell us how to get out of the loop.
I've never read it myself, so I can't say for sure. But there's a chance it could offer you some clues.
Hiroko and I looked at each other and nodded.
I must say, you two are dressed rather strangely. Have you maybe come from space?
Well, in a way. Something like that. We think the old man went on our way. Do you think this Inone guy is the one who maybe made the lab? Back to the steady fundamental. On arrival, we took off the leap suits and started talking about what to do next. Our only lead is Professor Inone's Reflections on Imprecatory Metapsychosis. Where do we even start looking for something like that? True, there's no sign of any libraries anywhere outside the school. We'll just have to try inside the school then. Alright. Hey, maybe we shouldn't get too comfy, by the way. It's no good. There's not a sign of that book ever having been here. Nothing else by Professor Inone either. This message came up when I searched on the PC, though. Records in this database are incomplete. New books may have been added to the collection without the index being updated. So we have to search the stacks manually. Have you seen how many books there are here? I'm afraid that's our only option. Great! It's getting late, though. Let's call it a day for now. Our next offensive battle is tomorrow night, so we should be fine to start looking during the day.
Oh?
Speaking of which, you remember which commander attacks tomorrow, don't you? Adamaku? Oh no, it's Ava. Yeah.
Oh.
We'll need to think about what to do with her as well. I mean, I don't want to kill her, honestly. What to do with Ava, huh? I thought about it, alright. I got into bed and thought about it for several hours. By the time I reached an answer, it was starting to get light outside. I figure we should still try and save her. Heck, I want to save both her and Commune. If this is gonna be a route where we save... If this is gonna be... Assuming the steady fundamental route is the route where we get, like, the best possible ending, I want both Commune and I want, freaking Ava to also be saved.
Get ready for your 21st day of active service here at Last Defense Academy!
The last 21st.
Prepare, be ready to get...
Shut up, Egg. After breakfast, Hiroko and I head straight to the library. Before we start looking for the book, did you finish that homework I gave you? I nodded and looked Hiroko in the eye. Yeah, we're definitely not killing Ava. And why is that? There's a timeline where Ava's ghost tried to strangle me. That wasn't Ava's ghost. Turned out to be just a hallucination my mind made real, but still.
Oh?
I remember that too. It's a timeline where the Leo Jr. doll almost killed me. Yep. Or rather, the zombified Gi-possessed creature inside the doll. I've been calling it the Box of Calamity timeline in my head. Yep. All of the terrible things that happened to us in that timeline. All of our friends who died painful deaths. It all leads back to one thing. Opening that little box was the start of it all. That's true enough, but it's possible to trace it back even further. You could say it all started when I made the decision to finish off Ava.
Huh?
That was when she told us about the Box of Blessings. Or the Box of Calamity, as it actually turned out to be.
Tuh.
So you want to keep Ava alive to prevent this timeline going in a similar direction? I nodded. Alright, that makes sense. I'll back you up on this. In the meantime, start looking for the metapsychosis book. I've got something I need to do first. Huh? What? Nothing you need to worry about. Just follow my instructions, understand? Okay. Why are you always like that? Couldn't find a sign of the book. Just as I was about to take a break, Hiroko walked in.
Huh.
How's it going? Nothing so far. How much of the library have you searched? Maybe 1/10 of the whole thing?
Oh.
That's barely anything. What are you doing here? Going on a bizarre journey rereading your favorite manga? This feels like a reference. Of course not, I'm trying my best. Well, in a way, I suppose that's good news. It means there's still a possibility of finding it in here. Hiroko looked up at the remaining shelves hopefully. How about you? What have you been doing all this time?
Oh.
For starters, I got Kako and Ima to stop fighting and make up with each other. Oh, right, that was also a problem. I also spoke to Siri and Nigo and told them any relevant details about tonight's battle that I can remember.
Huh?
Does that mean everyone else knows about Ava too?
Oh.
Yes, Siri and Nigo should have told them by now. Okay, what else? What else? Don't forget who's the master here. Why should I have to explain every little thing I do to you? I was just asking. Hiroko sighed and touched her glasses near her temple. She must have been checking the time. Anyway, it'll be sundown soon. I'm sure you have things you want to do before the battle as well. It's sundown soon? It says morning. In the top right, mademoiselle. Go, spend your time wisely. I'll take over in here. Just like that, Kiriko's being nice to me. I got emotional whiplash trying to keep up with her mood changes sometimes, but I'm not going to complain. Alright, if you say so. Thanks, Hiroko. Goofy odd character. Goofy odd character. I have to keep figuring out your items, you idiot. You want simple toys?
Hey, you're actually pretty...
How's it not what you... Whatever.
When are we gonna get to leave this place?
No!
It's messing up my part-time job schedule.
You got a lot bigger concerns.
My schedule's filled to the brim with work every day. I like working though, so it's fine. It's super tiring, but I'd rather be at work than back home in my cramped, noisy house. All that work's how I learned to cook, too. And I learned how to DJ on the job.
Can I ask what DJ taught you to do the most depressing songs?
Manual labor pays the most, but I'm not good at that kind of stuff. I have a feeling I'll be running my own store sometime in the future, sooner or later. I'm counting on you to be a regular when I do. Buy lots of stuff from me, okay?
You better have a good product then. After nighttime announcement, the alarm sounded. Weeks!
In troop defense.
Alright, about time those creeps got here. Attacking us after hours. Such bold-faced insolence.
Right, losing sleep is bad for your skin.
Don't sweat it. I'll finish this in 5 minutes tops.
I'm starting to wish I didn't eat that curry before bed. Why would you eat curry this late in the day?
You knew there'd be an enemy attack around this time, didn't you?
I did, but it was a play of my Suzuki curry. Gotcha, makes all sense now.
Yeah, no one can resist that kind of temptation.
Let's give this one a everybody. Are you ready, sister dearest?
Ready when you are, brother dearest.
It's encouraging to see Kako and Ima on such good terms. In our timelines, they were usually on the rocks around this time, but like Yuriko said, she seemed to have got them to make up. You guys want to get moving soon?
If we stand here talking too long, the enemy will be upon us in no time.
Takumi. Yeah. Yeah, let's do this. Special Defense Unit, move out. Come on, everybody! Stab! Oh, Ava!
Oh, I just realized a problem. Maybe we don't save Ava. I don't know. I'm kind of scared because I just realized the problem.
Enough. The holy Jumanji sword still thirsts for the
She's
blood
going
of
to
the wicked.
become possessed again by freaking Sirei.
Hey, Takamaru. I think it's been more than 5 minutes now.
Kill Takimaru for lying.
Yeah, well, my body clock ain't even past 5 seconds yet.
What the hell is your body on then? Cocaine?
So, where's this Ava commander we're supposed to be fighting?
She should be showing up soon. That's what Sirei said, isn't it?
She'll cover the battlefield in a thick mist, and she'll be in the middle of it.
There's a mist. Kako, get sniping.
Is this that mist we were warned about?
No shit.
It's kind of messing with my balance. Feels like I'm gonna spew a whole bunch of carrots and sweet potatoes.
Thank you, Tsubasa.
Siri was right. Fighting with this stuff everywhere won't be easy.
Ima, Kako, this is where you two come in.
That's always how we've won this battle in our timelines.
Your skills complement each other perfectly. If you can work together.
Say no more. My dear brother and I just have to
show everyone how strong our sibling love really is.
Twin Smiley Char nodded.
Right.
Yeah!
Go for it!
Do it! Hey, if it works, it works. I ain't gonna complain. Hey, Ava. Hey, Ava.
But I feel bad that Ava is more than likely going to get,
oh, you know.
Please stop controlling her mind, Sirei.
Paragon of Nature, Ava. This is one of the very few times that we actually get to see Ava's title screen say Paragon of Nature, Ava.
Right, the mist's gone. I can see everything.
Look, over there!
Ava.
Is that?
Yes. That's the commander we'll be facing this time.
That's Ava! Enough yapping! Just hurry up and take her down!
Y'all do a lot of yapping.
You can do it, everybody! Special Defense Unit! Rah, rah, rah!
Yippee! Y'all do a little too much yapping for my liking. Panic. You tell me to shut up all the time, so why can't you do it? Where's the equality? I'm the one who's supposed to have more power over you. Don't just ignore me.
Phew! Looks like we won. Thank goodness. Any longer and I'd be cleaning regurgitated curry off my class armor.
Please stop talking about that.
What are we to do with our fallen foe?
In prison. Everyone turned to look at Ava.
Please, don't kill me.
My name is...
Ava, the paragon of nature, right?
We know that already.
What? How?
We've got sources of our own.
I see. Well, at any rate, I beg of you, please, spare my life.
Ava brought her hand up to her mask. Took it off. The boys all let out a gasp, possibly as a response to that. Moko was the first to speak.
I say we kill her.
What? What do you mean, Moko?
What?
What do you mean?
Yeah!
What?
Let's rip out her entrails.
What is happening?
Now you mention it. My neck's been feeling awfully cold lately.
What's happening?
You want to wear intestines as a scarf?
No!
Sorry, but I'm with them.
What?
She has to die.
Why?
You too, Tsubasa?
What's happening?
I hate to say this, but...
What?
I think so too.
Why?
Even you? Nozomi?
What's happening?
If we let her live, you can bet it'll mean trouble later down the line.
No!
No matter how nice she may look, she's still our enemy.
Kinda sucks, but that's just how it's gotta be.
Well said.
Yeah, you're right.
No! What's going on? They all want to kill her.
I'm sorry, Takumi.
No!
It looks like we'll have to finish her off after all.
No.
Please, no! Don't kill me! Let me live. I beg of you. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please, don't kill me.
Then-
Everybody. 1, 2, just kidding!
Okay, thank God. For a moment, it felt like time had stopped. I think my heart did too. I tried to speak, but I could only manage to croak out a single confused syllable.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, he totally fell for it! You've been Donovan, bro!
I hate you, Darmy.
Today is your birthday, right? We
What?
all wanted to give you a surprise, so
What?
we all got together and decided to trick you!
Whose birthday?
Guys, it's
What?
not my birthday. And even if it was, this isn't the kind of surprise anyone would want.
Yeah, don't sweat the
What
small
the
stuff,
fuck are you
man.
all on? Who said it's my
Anyway,
birthday?
I'm glad we got this chance to shake you up
I
a
hate
little.
every each and
You
individual
are?
one of you.
Why?
Lately, it feels like you've been keeping your distance from the rest of us.
We thought a communal event like this would help boost our affinity level with you.
Okay, I appreciate you want to hang out with me more, but this is not how you fucking do it. What are you on? Nope, no idea what that's supposed to mean.
It was Miss Shizuhara who gave us the idea.
I'm going to strangle Hiroko.
She knew you wouldn't want to kill Ava if you had the choice.
I'm going to kill Hiroko. Self-satisfied smile on her face. I hate you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
She was still crying and staring, but now it's from relief more than fear. I'm going to strangle Hiroko. Fuck you. After the battle, Ava was officially taken prisoner and detained in the courtyard. Obviously, I had no way of knowing how Ada escaped those cages, so there wouldn't be any problem. It was late, so we didn't have any kind of post-battle separation. Everyone seemed pretty happy, though, both with our victory and how they successfully pranked me. I'm going to destroy Hiroko.
Get that stupid smile off your face, you asshole!
I can tell you're dying to ask, so I won't be around the bush. This whole thing was my idea, just like Ima and Kako said. I genuinely did agree with you that we should spare Ava. So I took the opportunity to convince everyone of that, while also setting up the surprise.
Were Siri and Nico on this too?
Of course, at first they were opposed to letting her live. But then I gave them some tips on how to improve their Dolmenic cognitive reconstruction therapy. With this new and improved version, the brainwashing won't come undone, provided she isn't subject to any powerful shocks. Ava will remain our loyal ally right up to day 100.
Oh.
Once they heard that, they agreed to it readily enough. Why did you do it? Do what?
Huh?
Why did you set up this cruel surprise in the first place? You really haven't realized, have you? You're so cute when you're facing a situation that looks absolutely hopeless.
Oh.
Your face gets all tense, you go as white as a sheet, and you practically drench yourself in cold sweat. You look like a peeled banana that's been sitting out in the sun. Why did I do this? It's really nothing special. I just want to see that look on your face.
There's a lot of ways you can show affection, but you scare me.
Well, good night.
There's a lot of ways you can show your affection, but not like fucking this!
I was left standing there and he's a size so heavy it could have been made of solid lead.
Goofy off character. Whatever!
Up and out! Get ready for your 22nd day of
Last
Prepare.
20
Be
seconds.
ready to
Shut up,
go.
egg. After a late breakfast, I went to the courtyard to check on Ava. When I got there... Nope. She couldn't have escaped already, could she? That's when I know I wasn't alone. Oh, hey. What are you doing here? You got me.
Oh.
You here to see Ava? Sorry, she's not here. Yeah, I can see that. She's in the infirmary. Apparently Siri is brainwashing her. Ugh, I'm so jealous. You think he'll throw in some physical torture to really make the conditioning sink in? I'm getting chills just imagining what kind of atrocities he's committing in there. Oh, I wish I could be there to watch. Siri was very firm, though. No one's allowed in until the process is complete. How mortifying. Thank you, Yugamo. I reluctantly gave up on talking to Ava and head for the library. Okay. Someone was already there. Hiroko. You're late. Have you been off shooting the breeze somewhere? Yeah, I almost hit it too. I told Hiroko about Ava. Her reaction was more or less what I expected. I don't want to sound too dismissive, but you already knew she was going to be brainwashed once we took her prisoner. I guess so, but take your mind off of it and get to work. Back to looking for the book, you mean? One more thing before you start. Your joke about shooting the breeze and almost hitting it just now. It wasn't the least bit funny. Damn. This shit hurts. My face suddenly looks like a peeled banana that's been in the sun too long. I hate you so much. I didn't want to give Hiroko the satisfaction of seeing it. I turned away and began examining the books on the shelf, searching for the title we wanted. Hours went by, but we still failed to turn up Reflections on Imprecatory Metempsychosis. Don't get discouraged. We still only searched 40% of what's here. So we're not even halfway. That's depressing. No, it means we still have hope. If we'd searched everything and still hadn't found it, that would be depressing. I admire your optimism. While I sighed in exhaustion, Hiroko tapped her glasses by her temple. It's almost evening. Let's call it a day here. Huh? Already? Don't forget what Shoma said yesterday.
Lately, it feels like you've been keeping your distance from the rest of us.
As our captain, you need to maintain a good relationship with all your team members. That's true. So you want me to use this time to go hang out with someone? Hiroko nodded. Are you just... But Hiroko's basically just become my advisor in this group in terms of team captain, although she's more of the I don't know. I'll go crazy if I have to spend the whole day in here. I'm gonna go somewhere else for a while, so you may as well take a break too. Thanks. I think. Coming back to here feels like a good way to center myself. That like usual. I'm still gonna pass out. Freaking Hiroko. Sweet items. Winter ice cream stick. Well, at least it's only one. Look at this. Look at this popsicle stick.
Whoa!
On the way back to my room after dinner, I happened to see Hiroko in the hallway. She didn't notice me and kept walking until she reached the door of the gym. She opened it and went inside. What could she be doing in there? Curious, I followed her. Hiroko? What? Are you stalking me now? No, I just saw you going in here and wondered if something was up. Nothing's up here, apart from the punching bags, the lights, and that weird statue. So what are you doing? It's hard to explain, but I just got the feeling that I'd find him in here.
Huh?
Him?
Oh, do you mean me?
Shion! Shion.
Hey! Yes!
Shion?
Yes, that's my name. Though I'm not really used to it yet. Apparently it's what I was called in some of the other timelines you've experienced.
I was majorly confused now. What's going on here? So you've been working with, Hiroko, have you, Shion? Okay, so you two have met before, and Hiroko told you about being called Shion? Both of them nodded. But all this is news to me. Why didn't I know about any timelines where you've been given that name? You probably just don't remember them yet, unless you're going to experience them later. Shion. I did have a vague feeling I'd heard it before somewhere. I told him everything else about us too, time loop and parallel leaping included.
You don't need to hold back around me. Ask me about anything. I'll do my best to help.
I thought for a moment. Was there anything? I know this is a long shot, but do you have any idea how we can get out of the loop?
Sorry, I don't know anything about that. I agree that the time loop was probably caused by your special skills, but that's all I can say for sure.
How about the metapsychosis book?
The one the old man in the art timeline told you about? I've never heard of it.
I see.
Sorry. Even after offering to help, I'm not doing very much, am I?
Don't apologize. It's not your fault.
I do have some information you might find useful, though.
What kind?
It's something I overheard Siri and Nigo talking about a few days ago. It turns out there's something called a distress signal transmitter somewhere in the school.
Well, that was disappointing. I'm sure Shion wanted to help, but I already knew about the transmitter. Hiroko probably did too. Sorry, but we knew that already. It came up in another timeline.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, the mystery timeline, I remember it clearly. It was in a hidden room in the basement. Yeah, that was where our story lock, that was when we first encountered a story lock. We never actually used it, but we figured out what it was for at least.
A room in the basement. Not even I knew about that.
Hey, why don't we go check it out now?
What, even me?
Of course. Okay, let's go. We arrived at the stairway, ducked underneath it, and touched the wall. And then... Open sesame!
Wow. I had no idea this was here.
Imagine Siri and Nico just appear like, what the hell are you doing?
It's not exactly easy to notice.
Come on, let's go.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Get out of there!
Our little party stepped through the room and followed the stairs beyond it down to the basement.
So this is the distress signal transmitter.
Do you know what it's for, Shion?
I think so. Based on what Siri and Nico said anyway.
Oh.
Tell us, just in case. It's worth checking if it lines up with what we know.
Huh? Alright. There's some specialized terms involved that I'd like to clarify first. The school we're in right now, Last Defense Academy, is also referred to as the first campus, or number 1. And Second to Last Defense Academy is the second campus, or number 2. Likewise, the members of the Special Defense Unit who started out here are sometimes called Team 1, while Nozomi, Moko, and the others are Team 2.
Yeah, those are the terms we remember. Yeah, that was in the mystery timeline as well. I try to remember why I listened to Shion's explanation. It was more or less what I expected. The distress signal transmitter was put here in the event of all but one member of Team 1 dying. No matter how strong they were, a single fighter wouldn't be able to win this war on their own. Instead, they'd be extracted and put on standby while the people in charge put together a fresh team for a new attempt. Once the correct series of codes had been entered into the transmitter, it would, well, transmit a distress signal. If the artificial satellite were to receive it, they'd send a rescue craft to the school. The survivor would get on board and be taken back to the satellite.
Also, the rescue craft has a maximum weight capacity of 2 tons. Siri said the rest of the unit's bodies can be put on board to prevent them from falling into enemy hands.
Huh? That's the first I've heard about that. Sounds like you might have some new information for us after all. Go on, Shion. Shion nodded and continued. When a member of the Special Defense Unit dies and loses all their cryptoglobin, they enter a state known as total death. After entering total death, something called a liver mortis code appears on their back. To send the distress signal, the survivor needs to input 9 codes, 1 for each member of Team 1, besides themselves. That's their way of proving everyone else is dead. Then, the distress signal is sent and the extraction is authorized.
I'm guessing the 2 teams were never meant to come together like we have here. Only the liver mortis codes from Team 1 are required to send the signal.
I thought so.
Oh?
Was there anything else?
Yes, if the codes entered are incorrect, everyone in the room will be killed. Poison gas will come out of those tanks over there.
Yep.
It's a terrifying toxic gas capable of melting any object into a soupy mess. Siri and Nico said that gas mask or protective clothing won't do anything to stop it.
Huh?
That's all I know. Did I tell you anything new?
Wait a minute. Do you think the poison that's in here is the same substance? It's not really... Do you think it's not even really a poison, but rather a bacteria? Do you think it's the same bacteria that destroyed the, whatchamacallit, that destroyed the, escape pod in the killing game route? I wonder.
Did I tell you anything new?
Hiro and I shook our heads. It's more or less the same as what we already knew. Apart from the rescue craft's maximum capacity.
So it wasn't very useful after all.
Oh.
That's not true. Yeah, it's enough to remind it that you reminded us that this place exists.
Really? Well, that's good.
Shion looked a little happier after hearing that.
I'm sorry. I have to go. I stayed out longer than I should have today. If I don't get back soon, my energy output will start to fall behind. Goodbye for now.
Bye, Shion! So, what are we going to do about this place? We should just leave it alone. It can only be used if all but one of us die, after all. Yeah, and that pretty much goes against what we're working towards here. Getting out of the loop, making it to day 100 with everyone still alive. That's still our goal. Right. There won't be any need for us to use this room. It's better if we just forget about it. Alright. Day 23.
Get ready for your 23rd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy!
The last 23rd.
Prepare. Be ready to...
Shut up, Egg. Alright, what now? Alright, let's get back to it. This is our 3rd day of searching. I was starting to get a hang of it now. Scanning the tiles on the book spines didn't take me as long as it used to, and going through it all shelf by shelf helped me feel like I was making some kind of progress. Anything? Unfortunately, nope. Time's up. I'm calling it here for today. How much have we got through now? Maybe 50% between the two of us? We're halfway done. Huh. Feels like our progress has gotten slower. Maybe it's because you've been spending too much time absorbed in the salacious literary culture of yesteryear.
Hey!
I have not. You're the one who's been taking breaks to read. So you saw that. Are you even looking for this book? Of course I am. There's nothing wrong with taking a little time off now and then. Speaking of which, why don't you go hang out with somebody else for a while? Yeah, sounds good. One more thing. Can you meet me behind the school tonight? I have something I need to discuss with you. Okay. I wonder if the reason we're getting slower and slower progress is because Destiny or Fate doesn't want us to find the book. It doesn't want us to escape the loop. So I head back to the room. I wonder what Hiroko wanted. Is it that the time loop is trying to keep us in? I feel like that might be the case. It's specifically making us take breaks and slow down our progress. It's specifically making it so that we take longer. Bread. Bread. Whoa! Bread. So, what do you want to talk about? The Blood Spaceways are going to search tomorrow at 4:15 a.m. I want to do another leap. We're gonna fix another broken version of me? Huh? You know, a me with Gi data in his brain, a Takumi G if you want to give him a weird code name.
Oh.
What in the world are you babbling about? Takumi G's only exist in the Killer Zombie and Hunt Mystery timelines. I treated the Hunt Mystery version at midnight on day 5. As for Takumi 2 in the Killer Zombie line, we dealt with him on day 16. I gave Hiroko 2 the repair program, and she has now used it on him. He's fine now. You should all know that all this. You were there for most of it. But isn't there a chance another Takumi G could be out there somewhere? No, there's not. If there was, we'd know about it from multiple murders being committed in that timeline. Really? Why are there so few of them? I can think of 2 explanations. It could be that because of the versions of you and all the other timelines are from before you were infected. Or because they all come from loops after you were successfully treated. I'll say it again. Only the Killer Zombie and Hunt Mystery timelines contain a Takumi G. And both of them have already been dealt with. Right. They've been treated, and we've created new futures where I'm myself again. So we don't need to leap to other timelines to fix Takumi G's anymore. That's right. Okay, then what are we doing? So why are we leaving tomorrow? You're familiar with the mystery timeline, yes? You remember who was killed? Well, no need to talk about Gaku. I'm sure you don't want to think about that. Or Ava, since she died via self-destruction. But we don't know who X is still.
Oh.
But who else died in the mystery timeline? Kako. Shoma. Moko and Tsubasa. And finally Kurara. 5 victims in all. So who was responsible for those 5 murders? It wasn't you, that much is clear. They all died after you were treated. I nodded and thought about it. We still don't know who X is. And it can't be a Takumi. It turned out that Shoma killed Kako. And then Ava killed Shoma. But they both said they didn't really want to kill anyone. They were just following orders from someone called X. That person was probably the mastermind behind the other murders as well. In other words, X is the one responsible, indirectly or otherwise. Yeah. The second murder occurred early on day 27. Today's only day 23, so we still have a chance to save Kako. That's our objective this time, to prevent the tragedies that occur in the mystery timeline. As for how we're going to do it, that much should be obvious. You mean...
Yes. Tomorrow, we're going to expose the true mastermind.
Oh, no.
And stop X before they can start killing.
Oh. That's a big undertaking.
Storylock 2, this again? You've arrived at Storylock 2. You will not be able to progress without meeting certain conditions. Try exploring other branches for now. Unlock conditions, reach ending 100. What? The conditions unlock Storylock 3 have been met! Yes! So we can go back here now. Block scenario. Open up. All clear. So we can finally put an end to the mystery. You know what? We're going to go ahead and end it here for today. I know it's a bit shorter, but I feel like going back to the mystery route, I feel like should be its own route. Especially with this, how far in we are with it. So we're going to go ahead and end it here for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoy and hope to see you all later. Peace.